Hello everyone, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 3 of our Let's Play Production Line series. Production Line is an early alpha game from Positech Studios made by a really great developer named Cliff. Probably know his last name somewhere, but honestly, I didn't write a very good script for the introduction to these episodes. It's just one line. It just says, hey everybody, this is Sean, welcome back to episode number XX of Production Line. Who cares? That's the most boring stuff. I probably should just like delete this whole thing and start over, but you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep that in there because who cares? Hey, I appreciate all you viewers. You know what? This series is by far the most popular series I've ever done, and I'm really glad that you guys are watching. I hope you will check out some of the other stuff that I make. I'm not going to go on and on about it, but check it out. I like playing games and I like having viewers and subscribers and stuff, and thank you. I really appreciate it. I just want to say that. But let's get back to the game here. So at the end of the last episode, we set up our new line here for our engine breakdown, and I realized one thing that I probably should do is I'm going to set up a dedicated line for the fit wheel assembly here because that really uses a lot of resources, and by dedicated line I mean a dedicated conveyor. So I'm going to split this one off right here and run that over here. Yep, there we go, connect it up that way. Which means I'm going to erase those, and then I'm going to erase that chunk right there, which means this will not be connected up. So we're going to connect this conveyor up that way, and then we're going to connect it to one of these guys over here. So we'll run it like that, and then we'll run it over here, and then we'll just run it like that, and then we will do resource importer. Put that right there. There you go. So now that will have its own dedicated line. So our engine thing has its own dedicated line, which will help us with the constant need for additional resources that the engine runs into. Although it seems to be handling it pretty well here. And then the tire one, same thing. The tire burns through resources, and it's got its own dedicated line. And these ones are not going to have any problems because they really don't. They just use one thing each. I guess the steering wheel uses two things, but still doesn't really use much. And it looks like this line is definitely keeping up with our with the stuff that we have coming in. It was backed up to here, and it seems like every other car is going to push that forward. Before I put in research, I probably should figure out where we're falling short here, but I'm not going to. And yep, you can see. Yep, there you go. We are definitely making good progress there. So where is our backlog? Our backlog is on painting, but we can double up our paint line. This is the one thing that we actually have researched all the way through the final research thing. Whoa, look at our expenses and stuff are just all over the place. What is going on there? So before I start putting in any additional lines, I probably should look at why we're losing so much money. Let's speed up that drying because that'll get stuff through here a little bit faster. But yeah, we need to get our money under control. Our cars are at a high premium and they're still selling really well, so I guess we could try setting an even higher premium. Why not? And then once we get the drying going a little faster, we will push cars through a little faster. Okay, see, we're already back above 300,000. So it must have been bringing in all the new materials, and then of course all the construction expenses that we had in setting up these new sections here. Now it's funny that the wheel assembly area is turning out to be our valve thing really should be the slow problem. Strange. All right, let's focus on drying speed here. We're going to upgrade you, voila, like that. May as well upgrade you while we're at it. Doesn't hurt. It's very cheap. Way ahead on the power usage. I already made like $100,000 just in the time I was complaining about how we didn't have enough money, so obviously that's not too big of a concern. What would it cost us to double up on the painting at this point? I know the idea was that we were going to put the painting over in here. We probably could rent out this space and do that already. But I guess you know what I mean? Like, because if we double up on our painting right now, although we wouldn't have to double up on painting, all we'd really have to double up on is drawing. So you know what? Why not? How expensive is that going to be? I never did answer that question. Oh, those are cheap. Like, we only need to sell 2 cars to do that. All right, let's do them in the correct order, though. Dry undercoat goes first, and then dry finish goes second. So we just need to do that and that, there, there. And then we will do that here, too. Like that. And there we go. We have doubled up on our painting capacity. Much more effective than the upgrades, but we'll upgrade as well. And that should help out with this backlog. In theory, you want to have 3 of them, and we really could get a 3rd one going on each of these. But let's let it run through for a while and see if we're able to keep up and everything. And we'll do the super fast drying as well. I've got the research. Why not? So upgrade here and upgrade here, and this one. Why is it waiting for a vehicle? And buy. Now these things should never be having to wait. Oh, I guess because the queue. Like there's no room for a queue to build up because I didn't leave any gaps between the finish, or the painting station and the drying station. Although a vehicle should just sit, but either way we are keeping up. You can see we've eliminated that gap there, and we're going to have these things running empty here before too long. So even without the super fast drying, we're able to keep up pretty well. And so does that mean, wow, that means we really, so we're starting to get a backlog over here now at the fit engine assembly, and then fit accessories is backlogging as well. But I believe we actually have the breakdown for the accessories already, and nope, they have, yeah, they only have the one breakdown too, don't they? They never break down again, so we may as well set those up. We go, am I doing it in the right order? Fit lights, fit horn, and what's the time span on all these? 6, 7, and 6. Okay, great, they're all pretty similar. So we will go ahead and let's get those resources in there like that. Well, that's not really what I wanted to do, but resource conveyor and resource conveyor right there. Great, beautiful. That's very nice stuff. Now, first I'm going to save this just in case I cause a crash or something here. But can I leave a note over here to have hotkeys for conveyors, etc. I keep coming up with these great ideas, but I don't take any notes. And then when I log it into the forum, I don't remember what my suggestions were, and then I never suggest them. So now I have those written down, and hopefully I'll remember. Speed this up a little bit. Now, in theory, just this line alone should be able to handle everything. But I don't want to erase this. I don't want to erase the conveyor until there's not a car sitting on it. But we are almost to that point already. Pretty close. Come on now. Next slot not found. Well, that's a shame. I can fix that pretty easily, though, just by doing that. And there we go. That's a weird little thing where you make those T intersections. I guess that probably deserves its own little note as well. T intersection, and that's about 10 minutes in. There we go. So I can, well now how, next slot requirement's not met. It goes from fit seats, right? Fit accessories. Oh, fit windscreen. Oh, whoopsie. But that's okay. That's easy to fix. We can just put that right there. Fit windscreen. How long do you take? 8 seconds, that's fine. And resource conveyor, like that, and like that. There you go, perfect. All right, mission accomplished. Beautiful. And then if we need to, we can double up the line over here. I don't think we're going to need to anytime soon. All right, we don't need to paint any faster. Let's keep those conveyors going. Oh, weird. So I sped up the ability to buy imports faster as opposed to the conveyor speed, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So it's still making weird, looks like it's still making weird decisions on where to send the cars when they are, I think what I need to do is you need to have a space. Yeah, see, it's still sending them that other direction. You need to have a space before it goes into the thing. When you have them back to back like this, that's when it causes those problems. So I really could just redo all this. I can afford to redo all of it. But we're getting the cars through as fast as they're coming in. So I guess what I need to do is speed up the ability to make cars, which would be done by breaking down the chassis assembly, because we have that capacity as well. So we will put in fit axles right there, fit undercarriage, and a fuel tank. There we are, and we'll put in a conveyor like that, and we'll put in a conveyor right there, and then we will have you join up like that. And I don't necessarily need to tear that one down at this point, so we're going to actually leave that going. And we'll have these stockpiles go across and down and over and like that. Beautiful. Alright, so now we should get more cars coming in. And we're going to run into some sort of backlog at some point, or some sort of bottleneck. Oh, look at that. We've got too many cars going through, so we need to drop that price quite a bit to get those sold. I have not been paying attention to how much money we have. We could end up going broke if I'm not careful. No, we're not going to go broke. We have $500,000. Never mind. I take that back. I withdraw my claim. But look at this. Actually starting to back up a little bit over here. That's good. We want to have a little bit of a backlog. Ideally, you want everything going through, but I'd rather have cars backed up than have stations not working. And I think, I think we're probably going to want to get rid of the, yeah, we're just going to want to get rid of this one, I would say. Let's get that thing out. There you go. Just get rid of you. That'll get us more on the speed that we want. I know I just said I'd rather have stuff back up than have it have stuff not run empty, but this is backing up way too fast. So I feel like you know, we'll be at like 80%. We'll be running at 80% of the time like this, whereas before, whatever the reciprocal of 80% was, we were producing 180% of what we can get through or something like that. I know that's not exactly right. Ugh, that's so ugly seeing all that stuff pile up. Plenty of power, which is great. Clicking on it doesn't do anything. Still not exceeding the capacity of our painting over there. But everything else is flowing at a nice efficient clip. Nothing getting backed up like our backup is at the fit body frame section, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and do body frame specialization. It's going to be a while before we really start putting in these super specialized things, because we're going to need to rent out additional space, and I'd rather kind of do all that stuff at once than do it piecemeal. But we'll build up a couple of those, and then we'll rent out that space over there. Nothing is backing up over here. We're getting some insufficient resources, of course, with the fit wheel assembly. I guess what we could do is build those over there further. We can get rid of these over here. Nothing's backing up over here at all, so that's good news. All right, look at all those new slots that opens up. It's crazy. I guess let's just wrap that one up. Oh, and then we can bust those out too while we're at it. Still backing up over here. So you know what? We really could use that breakdown. But let's wait until we get the next piece before we do that. I think that's fit doors, right? So we'll get the next couple of pieces in that specialization, and then we'll break it down. We'll rent out this space over here in the corner. Factory's really coming along. Get in one more zoom. I like it when you can actually see the cars. I mean, it's nice to be able to see the efficiency when you're out one more zoom level, but it definitely looks better when you can see the cars in here. So the problem that we're going to run into once we get this broken down is we're going to have engine, the fit engine specialization is going to be necessary. But luckily we have lots and lots of room over here. We can put pretty much all the fit engine stuff into this area there. What does the fit engine break down into? Fit engine assembly, flywheel, starter motor, and valves. Yeah, and we can basically divert this down and run those along here and then switch back up to here. Radiator is 6.5 seconds, right? That one's 15. So that means that they're going to be less than 6 seconds each. Fit engine assembly. So we have 6, 4.5, and 4.5. And we will set valves to where valves are the only thing on this one here, and that will get them through pretty quick. Arches specialization, yes please. Close you down. Wow, $1.6 million. Oh my gosh, so much money. Let's go ahead and rent that out then. It's going to be expensive, but you know. So let's start laying out this here. So we've already done chassis, right? We're going to need to break that down a little further, but that's okay. So fit body frame. Nope. Nothing when you do that. That's weird. Okay. Those ones break down though, and arches will break down as well, but I think I don't want to have that open when the research comes through. So fit roll cage. Where are we coming? We're coming from there. So let's go ahead and we'll just stick that right there. I'll say. And then fit hood. You know, I'm going to, those are all importers down. Well, there's 3 importers down there anyways, right? So let's send these down this way. Fit hood. Fit trunk. And what's the timing on these? We have 6, 4, 4.5, 4, 5, 4.5, and then this one's going to be like 4 each. Yep. Okay, good. So I don't really need to worry. Everything's 4 seconds in that one. All right. So we have roll cage. We have, what is this one again? Hood. So that's going to be trunk. So this will be front bumper. This will be rear bumper. And then bottom trim. Let's turn, make it around the corner, and then all we need is fit arches. It's kind of taking its time to get to that one, but we can fit those in there. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem to fit those in. There we go, and that's the front vent, right, that we just did. And now that's fit roof, and that's fit doors. Fit roof, 9 seconds. Fit doors, 13.5 seconds. Does fit doors break down? But we've already got it broken down. All right. You know what? We're going to do 2 fit roofs. Fits roof? I don't know. We're going to do 2 of them anyways. There we go. And then we will do fit door panels. I think we can consolidate these ones back down. Yep. Fit door panels. Fit window. Oh, I should have seen. Does fit door panels break down too? No. And fit windows doesn't either. And then fit mirror. Great, and then we'll be able to bring that over here to the paint section, and we're probably going to have to expand our paint section out a little bit. So let's get these conveyors set up in here for now. There we go, and you, and there, and then around this corner like that. And then there's going to be some stuff in the middle there, and then you're going to split up. All right, choose next research project. Great, so those are all done. So we were going to do engine assembly, right? Yes, research now. Research now, please. Beautiful. So fit arches. Fit front arch. There we go, that's lined up properly. Fit rear arch. Beautiful. Conveyor. Convey. So forth, so on. And here's where we were breaking up like that, and then you're going to break over that way and go up there, and then you two will combine back together right there, like that. There we go. Ooh, that doesn't like that, does it? Conveyor over and up. That looks good. And then you just go up and then straight up there, and then you'll go up like that and over into there. And now I need to get a bunch of imports going over here, but it doesn't really matter. The demands are very limited on these. We have tons and tons of money. Boom. Resource importer. Resource importer. Now, that's a car export, yeah. All right, resource import. Nope, that's a car export as well. Bunch of car exports over on this one, and a couple more importers up here. But you know what? We don't need to go that crazy on them. Conveyor. We'll go like that, and over and down, and over, down. There we go. Over here, we're gonna combine you two. We'll throw you in on that one as well, like that. And where are you going to go? Guess all the way down here, huh? So you're going to have a long route, but you'll get there. There we are. And you, I guess you two can just have your own dedicated, but you know what? I'm going to sneak you off to the side. We'll run you over here and up along there, and continue up along there. Wow, you got a lot of stuff feeding off of you, so I might need to, but I won't, because this one is going to be cleared up, and you can handle that right there, I would say. All right, so now, all right, engine assembly, beautiful. I'm not going to worry about that yet, because we've got, so there's engine assembly. Let's break down the wheel specialization. That's going to be our next bottleneck, I'm sure of it. We will run a conveyor. I will break you off of there, and then we'll run a conveyor. Let's wait until we get that cleared up before I start running this conveyor, because I don't know what. There we go. Great. Oh, well, it's gonna. I thought it was gonna destroy that car, but I guess it didn't. All right, we'll go there and down and over. Look at that. Should be so much more efficient now. We're going to get so many cars through here. We won't even know what to do about it. Let's follow this car as it works its way through. Let me slow it down a little bit. There we go. Trunk. Bumper. Front bumper. Look at that. Rear bumper. What's this thing? Fit bottom trim. Fitted. Over here, front arch. I didn't quite see what that did, but there's going to be the rear arch. I could see the little graphic change on that one. Front vent. Can't see it from this angle. Up here, fit roof. Well, you know what that's going to do. Cover up that big old hole. Beautiful. Door panels. Oh, can't follow that car anymore, I guess. We can follow the next one. It's not going to make any difference. Well, I have a feeling that the paint is probably going to be useful to go faster on. So we'll close that out. And I'm sure you heard the timer going off. So we are going to put a cut in here, unfortunately, because I am really having fun and want to keep playing. But, you know, can't... These videos cannot last forever. I guess they could, but I'm not going to. It's a decision that I've made. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. I definitely am having fun playing it. And like I said, just one quick, if you are not watching any of the other videos I make, check them out. I'm a nice guy, and I have fun playing. And if you think that I'm too calm and careful over on this video, check out my RimWorld videos, because I go nuts on those things. They are crazy. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.